Hey Run Junkies, in light of the recent Walt Disney World Marathon weekend and the fact that early registration is already open for the 2018 event, today I want to take a look at a book that might help you plan your next Run Disney race. Magical Miles, The Runner's Guide to Walt Disney World by Megan Biller is a comprehensive manual on how to plan for and navigate any Run Disney event. I first heard about this book back in October. I was listening to a Train Like a Mother podcast and Megan Biller was a guest. While planning for a family vacation to Walt Disney World can kind of feel like planning the Normandy invasion, a Run Disney racecation is a little different. I have my favorite guides when I'm planning a family Disney vacation, but Magical Miles has everything you need to plan a runner's vacation. So if you're headed to Walt Disney World to participate in a race and you only get one book, make sure it's this one. In this book, you will get general details like you would with any other vacation guide: where to stay, where to eat, how to get around, and so on. The added value to this guide, though, is how to approach a vacation from a runner's point of view. Tips and strategies, managing races, navigating the expo, event-specific transportation, and a lot of other runner-centric information that you might need. So let's dive into this book a little bit. First, let me be clear. This is the 2017 edition of the book. This is actually a really good thing because Run Disney and the Disney parks change things from time to time. So staying updated on those changes is very helpful. The first 5 chapters of the book give a general overview of all Run Disney events worldwide. 2 continents, 3 resort locations, and 9 races year-round. She also gives a brief history of each of these races, including inaugural years. So if you are looking to snag an anniversary medal, this is a really great place to find out that information. She answers a lot of the frequently asked questions that I see all over social media, including how do I register for a race? How do I submit proof of time? How do I train? Biller details all of this information out. She specifically focuses on the Florida events. I think this is good because the personality of Walt Disney World events are very different than Disneyland events. She gives great information for preparing for a race, not just in the training aspect, but what to expect on race morning. Now, the next 3 chapters detail where to stay, what to eat, and how to get around. It may seem like you can find this information in any Orlando guidebook, but Biller sets this book apart because of the runner-specific information. She breaks down the runner's needs, especially in the dining section. She offers a lot of pre- and post-race meal suggestions, as well as how to get grocery delivery and plan for the very early morning hours pre-race. She also spends a little time talking about transportation and how to get around. Because of Walt Disney World's size, there are a lot of buses in play. The next 6 chapters are Run Disney specific, detailing each of the distances for each event. And if you pick up this book, pay very special attention to the expo section. I personally was unprepared for the bigness of the expo. Signage can be confusing too, so please make sure you understand where all you're going and have a very detailed plan of attack when you go to the expo. After that, Megan Biller details each of the kids' races and where to find them. She also gives great course descriptions for every single distance. This is important because across all of the different Run Disney events, each course is slightly different. Megan also gives details on character stops and what is involved at each aid station. Her chapter about challenges brings up a very good point in that training for any Disney challenge is different than training for a standalone half or full marathon. She gives a few resources on where to find those training plans, but I would even suggest investing a little money in a coach or a training group to provide those specialized training that you need to finish a challenge. There's so much great information in here, including spectator guides, race retreat, cheer squad, and how to tour the parks during your racecation. She has packing lists, all kinds of information, and probably hundreds of tips for enjoying your Run Disney event. It's an amazing book, and if you'd like to pick it up, I have left a link in the box below to Amazon.com directly to that. I plan on wearing this book out completely before the next edition comes out. Also, check out Megan's podcast on iTunes called Let's Run Disney. The podcast includes race reviews and a lot of upcoming information like proof of time deadlines and registration dates. Megan and her co-host Steve are very well informed, and they offer sound reasoning and advice for runners of all levels. So my questions for you today are, have you read Magical Miles? And if so, what did you think? Please leave your comments in the box below and give me that thumbs up if you like this video. Thank you so much for watching. That's it for me today. Get out there, go find your awesome. We'll see you next time, and until then, happy running.